All right, thank you, Tony. Our in-depth coverage, Remembering Bob, continues now. Many buildings and landmarks damaged rose from the ashes of the hurricane's destruction, including the Coast Guard house in Narragansett. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has that story.
The Coast Guard House restaurant has made a lot of changes since it was hit hard by Bob 25 years ago. When Bob battered the southern New England coastline in 1991, the Coast Guard House restaurant, perched right over the water, was hit hard.
It was pretty devastating. The whole southern part of Rhode Island was affected. It was my first experience with a hurricane.
Bob Leonard is one of the owners of the Coast Guard House, a former Coast Guard station which is on the National Register of Historic Places. It was closed for 8 to 10 weeks after Bob. These photos in the restaurant document that day. It was smacked again by Hurricane Sandy in 2012. That time it closed for more than a year.
The tidal surge hit the back of the building, and it used to be cinder block. So cinder block doesn't have much of a structural value to it. It took down the walls, left big openings in the building.
Since then, Leonard says the restaurant has built new, stronger walls made of concrete and steel. These large rocks are strategically placed like puzzle pieces to protect the building against strong waves, and the kitchen was moved out of harm's way. Leonard says in hopes they won't have to close again. He said the hardest part of storm damage is not just the impact on the business, but on the workers.
Nobody wants to put anybody out of work. Our employees are our best asset.
And Leonard is hoping for a much calmer summer weekend in Narragansett this time around. Live in the control room, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.